What's up, guys? Nate and Sutton back with another video, and today we are talking about all the things that guys do that are unintentionally attractive. We did a video before of all the things girls do that are unintentionally attractive, so if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. All right, so tell us, Sutton, what do I do that is so attractive?
For those of you,
do all of them.
For those of you who watched last week's video, we are wearing the same clothes because we filmed this at the same time. Because we thought it'd be easier. We were going to make it one big video, but it's just kind of a lot. It's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
So this one's for the guys. I came up with my own little list of things that I think that guys do that are unintentionally attractive. And not to say that I'm everyone. I have my own opinion. I would love for the rest of you to put in the comments what you think that guys do that's unintentionally attractive. And guys, read the comments and watch the video. Take some notes. Mm-hmm. Become attractive.
Become.
Okay, so my first thing, don't be looking.
All right, I'm not looking.
My first thing that I have on my list is showing leadership. Especially when you're talking about going into marriage. Like, I don't want someone that's looking to me for all the answers. Like, what do we do now? And where should we go? I want someone that's like, this is what we're going to do. This is where we're going to go. That listens to my opinion, obviously. But I do think it's very attractive to be a leader and like outspoken and confident and just like able to lead people.
Do you feel like I do that?
Yeah.
You do?
I feel like you're like a great quiet leader. I feel like you're not like this big loud personality that's all bossy. But
Excuse us for a minute.
I feel like you're a good like quiet leader.
Thank you.
My second one, I threw in one little funny one. One thing that I think is attractive is this is for if you're married, but if he ever wears jeans without a shirt on, like if he's getting dressed and he's got his jeans on and he's walking around and doesn't have a shirt on yet, I feel like that is like really attractive. Did you know that?
I
told you that.
Yeah, in the past, I could probably just put it together every time I walk around with a shirt off and jeans on. We end up producing Oakland Halston and then our third, but
my parents watch this.
I'm just joking.
Okay, the next thing I have is remembering things and then asking about them later. Because I feel like that's a really hard thing for a lot of guys to do, is first of all, even just listening to begin with. He has such a hard time. Like if I'm trying to tell him something, sometimes I'll tell the whole story and literally like 2 minutes later he'll ask me about what I just told him. I'm like, I just told you that? So if he like listens to me and remembers something, you know, like say I have an appointment or something and I just go to the appointment, I don't really mention it, I come back. If he was like, so how was your appointment? What'd they say? Or something, like that's really nice to me. And even the smaller details is even nicer.
Okay, I can see that.
Note it.
Work on that one.
The next one that I have is being like funny and silly and like not worried about being too like masculine and manly all the time. I really appreciate when a guy can show like his feminine side. And
a little gay, you know?
That made me... We're going to cut that out at the start.
Yeah, do that. I like that.
That may be weird to say, but I do really like that. Like, it is the funniest thing in the world to me when guys act like a girl. Like the comedians, you know, like Kevin Hart, whenever he's imitating girls, it is hilarious to me. We want to do a video. I want to do it. We're like, I pretend to be him and he pretends to be me because I just find it so funny. But I really appreciate that. Guys that are comfortable enough in their own skin that they don't always feel like they have to be this big masculine guy, but they can show like a funny feminine side. You are good at that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Another one is to have a quiet confidence and like being humble. Because I really find confidence attractive, but I don't like cocky and showy and like look at me kind of person. But I love when you can look at someone and they just are confident and you can just feel it and you know it, but they're not like shouting it from the rooftops. It's just like who they are. They just carry themselves with confidence. The next thing that I have is it's really attractive when a guy is a hard worker. Like when you're looking for someone to marry, you don't want someone that's lazy. You want someone that's like loves what they do and is really like passionate about something and works really hard and tries really hard and is not just like not doing anything all day. You are the hardest worker I think I know.
Whoa!
But when I met him, he actually was not like that.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He would work for like an hour and be like, oh, I've just done so much today. And I'm like, what did you do? And it was like nothing. But then when he finally found something that he got passionate about, then he was just like full speed ahead.
Yeah, and that's my word for any of you people out there that are lacking motivation and drive and work ethic. To me, it's all about finding something that you're passionate about.
You gotta love what you do. I mean, you spend the majority of your time doing that thing, so why not love it?
Yeah, if I worked a job that I hated or I didn't like, I'd probably be a horrible worker. But you find me something that I'm passionate about, I'm like a little bunny rabbit running around this house.
The next one is being a gentleman. We got to get those old school gentlemen back out here.
I don't know how good I am at that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's nice, like, when guys, hold the door for a girl, or, like, if you're walking on the sidewalk and, like, he walks closer to the road, things like that. Just, like, being thoughtful, like, about little things, little surprises, little gestures, I think is all, like, super attractive because it just shows that you care.
For some reason, that to me is a little awkward. Like, but for some people, it might not be awkward. You hear about, like, sometimes I'll hear men say that they feel awkward praying out loud with their wife or their girlfriend. To me, I'm like, what? That's not awkward in the slightest. But for some reason about doing, like, holding the door, I mean, if it, like, holding a car door or, like, pulling your chair out, I'm like...
Yeah, I don't really like the car door thing because it's weird. Like, I feel weird. If he's, like, coming with me to my side, then I have to go to his side. But I'm talking about, like, a door to a restaurant. Like, if you're walking in somewhere and he lets you walk in first, which you do that.
I feel like I let you speak first a lot.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Like, if someone asks him something and he's like, well, what do you think? Like, he'll let me say what I want to say before he says what he wants to say. Like, that stuff is really nice and really attractive. Making the girl feel valued by you. Like, you value her opinion. And
well, you make it easy. I do value your opinion. She thinks I'm being a gentleman. I'm just needing help.
Okay, and then my last one is if a guy is not that into his phone.
Wow.
Because I feel like that is so rare, like, especially nowadays. But when people aren't into their phone, it's just like, wow, you have yourself together. You don't care what everyone else is doing. You're just worried about what's going on with you, and that's awesome.
Rate me on that one.
Lately, I feel like you've gotten a lot better. So now he puts his phone away at night usually, where he used to look at for all kinds of stuff. But now you don't. But also your work makes you be on the phone all day. So it's just like, it's hard to...
Yeah, it's something I struggle with because I do work from my phone. So it's hard to, like, flip that switch. But it's worth the fight because that phone.
It'll get you. But I remember, like, even in high school when phones weren't even, like, that big, everyone still had one. Everyone still had it with them all the time. But I had a couple friends, maybe like two, that they, like, didn't know where theirs was half the time. Or they, like, come hang out with us and leave their phone at home. And I'm like, that is so cool. Like, you're just being in the moment. You're not worried about other people that aren't here hanging out with us. You're just worried about hanging out with us.
Yeah, and I'll go on to say that is so true for me with friendships, too. Like,
yes.
If you want me to automatically disconnect from our conversation...
Look at your phone.
Yeah, just start looking at your phone when I'm talking to you. Like, to me, that is... I mean, it's one thing if, like, you do it once or, like, someone's calling and you turn the phone off. I'm not talking about that. But if you're, like, constantly looking at your phone and we're together, it just makes me feel like you don't want to be in my presence. Yeah, I think that's great for anybody to take note of. We're all addicted. Just let's all admit it. We got a problem. So let's... take the necessary steps
to heal
and restore. Is that it for now?
That was all I got for you guys. And once again, put yours in the comments. Let's all learn from each other how to be attractive.
Let's see if I can sum up what you said. Act like a girl. Be a gentleman. Get off your phone. Listen. I've heard all. Yeah, wear a jean with no shirt. Wear jeans with no shirt.
Be a leader. All
right, those were good ones. I think I got some work to do.
Sounds like we both might.
All right, guys. I hope that was helpful to you and will help you find your little lady. This is Nate and Sutton sowing seeds of truth, love, and inspiration one view at a time.
And those were the things that guys do that are unintentionally attractive.